Over 170 Nigerians were unalived yesterday in Kwara State. No, you didn't hear me. Over 170 Nigerians were tied up like goats and they were unalived. They were murdered like Christmas chicken yesterday in Kwara State in Nigeria. This terrorist operated for like 18 hours unopposed. No security operatives in sight to engage them. Not one. I even heard that they, at some point in that operation, they went to pray, came back and continued. And yet, people woke up this morning in this country and they are going about their businesses, about their work. There is no outrage, there is no protest, there is no uproar. Nobody is saying anything other than on social media. This president, however he did it, won the election. He promised to protect lives and properties. As one of his promises, he promised to provide electricity in his first 2 years of his tenure. And guess what? We have not seen none of that. There is no protection of lives and property in Nigeria. People are being unalived every single day in this country. Media don't even report it. In fact, it took the foreign mainstream media to talk about what happened in Kwara yesterday before we could hear of it. The Nigerian media, they don't talk about these things. They have been compromised. People are already campaigning for this guy. People are buying buses. People are donating money to this guy to keep him for a second term in 2027. Imagine for a second that Akpabio's children, Tinubu's children, what's the name of the governor of that state? Imagine that their children were part of those people that were murdered yesterday. Imagine for a second they were part of it. But guess what? They were not part of it. They don't care. They don't give a damn about the common people. They don't care. Their children don't even live in Nigeria. Their children don't even live in Nigeria, so they don't care. The other day, we saw a senator in a private jet. He went to order the Olosho from South Africa, Oshomole. He said it's AI, but the girl has confirmed it's not AI. In a private jet, rubbing her feet mid-air. That's what they do with our taxes. They make promises, they do not fulfill it. Some of you, if your boyfriend make promises to you and they don't fulfill it, you break up with them. Your president is sacrificing your life. Your president do not care. They don't give a damn about you and I. Hours after this thing happened, not a single word has come out from the presidency. Not a single word. Meanwhile, when people are killed in other countries, you see him dropping statements, condolences and all of that. But in Nigeria, people are killed every day, unalived every single day. Media don't talk about. Community are being raised down. People are hunted down like the way you hunt animals. And yet nothing. Today is Kwara State. There are states that are bordering Kwara State. Maybe by the time they are done from Kwara, with Kwara, they will go to other states as well. It's gradually transitioning to state to state to state. These people only care about elections. They only care about receiving oppositions into their fold and celebrating it as a win. No electricity, no good roads, security is non-existent. There is no good schools, no good hospitals. Snake bite killed somebody because there were no venom. There were no anti-venom in any of the Nigerian hospitals that she went to. Snake bites. So what is going on? Why do we have stupid Nigerians everywhere? How can you still be waving a flag representing these people, supporting an administration such as this? The only thing that should be on your mind right there is how to chase these people out of power. I don't care who comes in next. These people have to go because they are incapable of protecting lives and the basic things they should do. Security of lives and property, they cannot provide it. They don't deserve a second term. Nigeria is on the precipice of chaos. We are already in chaos. No, we are not on the precipice. We are already at war. For me, as far as I'm concerned. What kind of country is this?
We have breaking news this evening. Reuters has confirmed the United States has boots on the ground in Nigeria, the first military presence on the ground under the Trump administration in the African country. U.S. forces have been dispatched to Nigeria to target ISIS in the country, according to reports. This is a significant escalation. We're not officially at war with Nigeria. Congress hasn't declared war, but yet we have American boots on the ground in Nigeria right now. A military team has been dispatched to the country. It's unclear whether or not Nigeria permitted this. This comes after the United States conducted airstrikes in Nigeria. Now, they're very different things, right? Airstrikes are one thing. Putting boots on the ground in Nigeria is a whole different thing, which means that we could very well see significant military action right now in Nigeria. I will continue to provide you more updates as we get more information. Spread the word and follow along to stay up to date on all the news that you need to know about. More to come soon.
They don't start. Yesterday, Donald Trump actually attacked Boko Haram. Now, we don't know if it's actually Boko Haram, but the first air strikes from US on Nigerian soil happened yesterday. There's a terrorist group that was taking over Soboto, a place in Sokoto State. And before they know it happened, from above, bro, you see that video, you'll be very proud of America. This is what all of you wanted, right? You wanted Trump to come and save you from Boko Haram. It has started, but watch what will happen next. I told you people this thing will happen. So now let me explain to you what will happen next. The first step is that the media will affirm it. Everybody will begin to praise them. Tinubu has already come and say that yes, I agree to do this with them. The next one is that now, because of the affirmation, they will now have the power and the welcomeness to come and build a base in Nigeria. I don't know what will happen after that one, but I have a pretty good idea. I can't say what the idea is. Go and read what happened in Libya. Go and read what happened in Afghanistan. Go and read what happened in any country literally that US came and put their base in. Go and read. Please, just ask ChatGPT if you cannot read. ChatGPT will read it to you. But first of all, the thing that they did yesterday, the buying of those people, it sweets me die. And since our government cannot do it and they are looking for help from other people, no problem. Save people's lives. But at what cost? What is the deal that they made with this guy for him to be? Anyway, may not be like say Divine just they talk bad about government every time. This was a good one. This thing was good. Every other thing was good. No wahala. What do you guys think? Many of you don't really understand history, and you don't understand why I'm talking like this. But just let me know what you think about this whole thing. Them coming to our country to come and just tell me, Sha. Now what?
MAGA troops arrived in Nigeria a few hours ago. They're there for counter-terrorism, to go save all the Christians and stuff in it. I'm pretty sure it's nothing to do with oils and minerals and AES, right? No, it can't be that. They're there because they love their Christian brothers and sisters. Even though the God of MAGA is Magahova, not Yehovah or Yahweh. They worship Magahova. That's the truth. Nationalistic Americans worship Magahova. But on a serious note, this makes me wonder, are the Nigerian leaders seeing what's going on around the world and on the continent? There was intelligence from Russia saying that the French authorities have given the green flag for African leaders who are not pro-France to be taken out. Do you know what's going on? There was an attack on Niger's airbase or airport. That was just last week or a few days ago. Do you think all this is a coincidence? While people are distracted with the Epstein file stuff, which of course it is important to see that stuff like this is happening in the background. You know what I mean? People are getting distracted. Gotta keep an eye on Mama Africa. Do you really think they're there to take out terrorists? They don't care, bro. They don't care. Africans, to many of these people, are not humans. Sorry, it's just a fact. We're not human to them. Alright? They're there for minerals, resources, and possibly cheap labor to extract those resources and get them back to America. Because it's all about America first. Okay? It's about creating the MAGA empire. Many people are celebrating this. Like, have you not seen what's happening in them other nations? Come on, people. Libya, Syria, Iraq, Yemen, all these places, when they get involved, when they put boots on the ground, they're screwed. You should be praying to God that nothing happens. Okay? I understand There's tension, there's problems in Nigeria. Nigeria, like every other African country, needs change. There needs to be an evolution, an adaptation. Otherwise, the whole continent, our whole race, we're just going to be slaves for another 1,000 years. Is that what you want? If not, then you need to get your shit together. Everyone.
Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome on board. So it has been reported that about 170 people were unalived in Kwara State. Now, for those of you who do not know what is actually happening in Nigeria, this religious war on Christians has been going on for way too long. And for the other part of it, the government has been complacent since from day one. The only government that tried to fight away the Boko Haram, the ISIS, was the former head of state who is late. His name is Yaradua. He was the only president that really stood and fought for it. At some point, he obliterated the whole Boko Haram and its other sects, right? But over time, the whole thing has been politicized. And, you know, the top politicians, the corrupt politicians in Nigeria have politicized the whole situation. And now the thing is spiraling out of control. That's why most of the people in Nigeria, especially the Christians that are being targeted, called on Trump to come to come help them. And now American troops are already on ground in Nigeria as we speak, and as at last year, they had started bombarding most of these, terrorist, spots in Nigeria, which the Nigerian government who is still being, compromised when it comes to doing right by its people. It's a very, very complicated situation as it is. So guys, watch these clips and let me know what you think in the comments.
So the reason Donald Trump needs to get into northern Nigeria, Art, so they can invade and try to overthrow President Chiani in Niger so they can get control of the uranium. Are you with me so far?
I follow you.
Not only does Niger have uranium, they have gold and other resources. And then next to Niger, you have who? Mali. Mali has gold, Mali has copper, Mali has zinc, and unlimited natural resources. And then Burkina Faso is only a hop, skip, and a jump from northern Nigeria. And they want to get rid of Ibrahim Traore. And we pray to God and the ancestors that never happens. But they want to get rid of Ibrahim Traore because he's the leader. And what does Burkina Faso have a whole lot of? Gold, Art. Donald Trump wants to geopolitically and strategically put the U.S. military in northern Nigeria so they have easy access to invade Niger right above, Mali right above to the left, and Burkina Faso right above even further to the left. Do you see that?
Right, I see.
This is about overthrowing independent African states, Art. Donald Trump don't give a about no black Christians in Nigeria.
While the world celebrated a day of peace over Christmas, Donald Trump was delivering a reckoning to ISIS militants in Nigeria. But why strike here? Nigeria is Africa's most populous country with a population of 230 million people and is very diverse with more than 250 different ethnic groups. Religiously, it's split between Christians in the south and Muslims in the north. Together, they make up around 95% of the population. Violence is common. In the northeast, Islamists from Boko Haram and ISIS West Africa province regularly attack civilians and the military. And in the center, Fulani tribesmen, the majority of whom are also Muslim, attack farmers, civilians, and the government, and are becoming increasingly radicalized. While Muslims are by no means exempt from this violence, Christians are frequently targeted. Some estimate tens of thousands have been killed over the last decade. Stopping these attacks was the reason for Trump's Christmas Day strike. But rather than strike the known hotspots, the Trump administration aimed up here in the northwest. Why? The group he seems to have been targeting are called the Lukarawa. We don't know much about them. What we do know suggests they're the small kids on the block. Boko Haram, ISIS West Africa, and the Fulani are thought to have thousands of fighters each. The Lukarawa, just a few hundred, but it looks like they were trying to expand. Nigeria said the strikes targeted ISIS fighters who had traveled to the area to train the Lukarawa amid fears of Christmas atrocities. Instead, it was the United States that struck first.
How 170 plus lives was lost in Kwara State for not adopting Sharia law. According to the information I gathered from Arise News, Arise News have confirmed that 170 plus people life was taken for not accepting Sharia law in Kwara State. You may have been hearing the number of lives that was taken in Kwara State. on Tuesday, and a lot of you may not know what is behind it. Mind you, this information I'm about to tell you in this video, I gathered it from Arise News, so it's copied. Babomo Ayodeji is a Red Cross secretary in that community, and Ayodeji have confirmed that they have been counting and they've counted at least 162 people bodies, and they are still counting. He confirmed and said at least 170 lives has been lost, but they have just counted 162, and they are still searching and counting. There is also one politician in that community, which his name is Saudi Baba Ahmed. He has confirmed that a lot of lives have been taken. He said, according to what he know, he said that fateful day, that this group of people that come into the community to perpetrate that evil surrounded the whole residents, catch them, tie their hand, and open fire on them. Baba Ahmed Saudi said he has never seen such thing in his life, that incident is really terrible. So while they were asking the other villagers, the villagers have confirmed that the preacher that normally come and preach their faith to them, which is Islam, came that fateful day, that earlier on they've been pressurizing them to drop the government rule that they should follow Sharia law. And people of that community, they all rejected that they did not want Sharia law. That the day they want to carry out this assignment, which is on Tuesday, they were preaching, advising people to adopt their own law, which is Sharia law. And the people refuses, just like every other day. Before you know, they release fire on them, which take about 170 plus lives, which they are still counting. That even their community chief leader were there. A lot of people run with wounded bullets, and that some of their family are still in search of their loved ones. According to what I still gather in Arise News said Nigerian police acknowledged the attack. The only thing is they've not released the actual figure of the casualty, which their governor Abdulrahman condemned the act and called the perpetrator coward. When I see their government calling the perpetrator coward, I just laugh. You know, the only thing Nigerian government will do is to condemn the acts. They will never bring those people that perpetrate those evil to book. All what they will do, they will condemn the acts. Now those people now don't buy, they don't go. But Nigerian government no go do anything. Now the villagers said the people that carry out this attack were people from that community. Say that they come to that community, they preach to them. Definitely they go get family member and everybody for there. So there were well-known people. Why not the government look for them, arrest them? But they will not do that. They will only condemn. And tomorrow they go tell you and me, say we be one Nigeria. In Benue State, 500 plus people life was taken by these same people. What did the government do? They only condemn the act. Till date, they've not bring the perpetrator to judgment. Perpetrator were walking freely, mingling with other people. Nothing do them. Plateau Jos, they don dey kpai people every blessed day. Wetin government dey do? They will only condemn the heart, and those people wey dey commit this atrocity, they move freely among people. Enugu the same thing. Anyway, they say our president don deploy soldier to the place, but the question is it just to deploy soldier to the place? Why not bring those perpetrators to book? Why not bring them to judgment? Now these people, they always feel say na dem get Nigeria, say they get more pass even the government, and it's showing, because as of some days ago, 70 T group were released to the society by Katsina governor. Same people wey don kpai people, they say they don't repent, they release them into the society, make them live a free and good life. Now wetin you come want make those people wey their family, wey these same people don't kpai them, wetin you want make them do, make them be one with you people. So you will see that this thing that happen, they will never bring anybody to book. Those guys will be living their life and nothing will happen. And this is a country where they will tell me and you that we are one, that they love ourselves. You love me, but you go behind me, they go kpai my people. You love me, even me, where are they alive today? I don't know wetin go happen to me the next day. By same you people, is that how they preach love? Anyway, share your thoughts on the comment section responsibly, and for those that love to cry responsibly on the comment section. Thank you.
I'm just a little bit very, 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 very upset. So while the Epstein files were going viral and everybody's talking about the Clintons, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Trump, all the names and the videos on the file, I haven't seen the file, so I don't know. But while that was going on, the American soldiers landed in Nigeria because they want to help Nigeria fight insurgency. You see the video up there? Yeah, that's a mass grave being dug. Like, they're digging mass graves. So apparently when the American soldiers arrived in Nigeria, the insurgents they went to fight got upset, and they went to different villages asking the people who live in these villages to denounce the Constitution. And the ones that failed to denounce the Constitution, which basically was everybody, they killed them. Yeah, they killed all of them. 160 people have been killed in less than 24 hours now. 160 people have been killed. The crazy thing is, the village head said he called or he alerted the soldiers, and it took the soldiers 10 hours to arrive. It's crazy. 10 hours for soldiers to arrive, which gave these guys a lot of time to kill people. Let me know what you think.
What I realized over time, I've been in service for almost 33 years. Anytime we seem to be succeeding, somebody throws something at us. And the question is, why? But you see, what we don't want is somebody sitting down somewhere and just assuming that things are happening when they are not. And that's one of the reasons why I came here, and I had the privilege of being here with Al Jazeera, and I want to say a big thank you. It's an opportunity to also present our countries. That place, people should understand that we're fighting a war. We need everybody to put hands together. Let us succeed. And the asymmetric warfare we're dealing with is not only to Nigeria alone. West Africa, the Sahelian area, and in fact, if actions are not taken, it's going to engulf the entire world. Like I told you, what I realized over time, I've been in service for almost 33 years. Anytime we seem to be succeeding, somebody throws something at us, and the question is why? Is it because
in the last few days, the US quietly deployed troops in Nigeria? American boots are now on the ground. It's a small team, counter-terror support, intel rather than war. But seeing that flag on Nigerian soil was the biggest red flag. Just weeks ago, Nigerian officials said, we'll take help, not occupation, no foreign boots, no external control. We demand respect for our sovereignty. So when did that change? And to be honest, who's going to give us the update? The president? The defense ministry? Where's the public briefing? And what time can we expect it today? This didn't come from Aso Rock. It broke through foreign press. Reuters told us, not Nigerian government, not even the Nigerian press. Guys, I'm not naive enough to believe that the Nigerian government should be live streaming military strategy. But when your people are left guessing, confusion grows and panic follows. I assume that the government has this all under control. I'm always skeptical of foreign intervention in Africa. But when I saw Nigeria wasn't just working with the US, that they were reaching out to Turkey, France, the UK, China, private contractors, joint trainings, it looked more like diversification strategy, multi-angle defense. If one alliance failed, backups were in place. But boots on the ground, that changes that. I mean, how long does it take a Western superpower to eradicate a militia that they were allegedly backing in the first place? 2 months? 3? Who's setting the rules? How long is this presence supposed to last? If they're still here in 60 days, is it still support? Or is it a shift? And if Africa's biggest economy and largest military is allowing foreign troops, what does that say to the rest of the region? To Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, it looks like surrender. It fractures the bloc. Hands over a foothold. Says when pressure rises, Nigeria bends. It exposes ECOWAS. If this happened with no coordination, then ECOWAS isn't leading, it's lagging. And to those who were cheering for Nigeria to break apart, look at Libya, please. Not how it fell, but what happened after. No unity, no safety, no sovereignty, and people ending up poorer than ever. That's the risk, erosion over time. And I would mention the resources, but that just steers the conversation in a completely different direction. It gets emotionally loaded and makes people think that we're trying to exchange resources for human lives, which is never the case, right? And to anyone outside Nigeria who thinks this isn't your concern, if my beloved Nigeria falls, the continent shakes. Over 220 million people, a top economy, oil, culture. Nigeria helped build ECOWAS. It leads regional security, trade and influence. Africa needs blocks. It needs continental powers. Nigeria's sovereignty isn't just domestic, it's continental. For Nigeria, this is the moment to close ranks, build public trust, set the terms of every deal and draw a line between support and control before someone else does it for you. Guys, let's talk in the comment section. What are your thoughts here?
Donald Trump sent troops to Nigeria. He sent American troops to Nigeria. I told you guys, once it starts, it will not end. There will be no end in sight. Now, this comes after the strikes that was launched on the northern part of Nigeria in December 2025. The general in charge of the United States Command in Africa claimed it was just a small number of troops that was sent to Nigeria. That is how they start. They call it a small number of troops. And before you know it, there will be a battalion in Nigeria. Apparently, the United States had been conducting surveillance over Nigeria from Ghana. So basically, they've been spying on Nigeria through the Ghanaian airspace since late November 2025. Donald Trump claimed that he sent this troop in agreement with the Nigerian government. So, does Nigeria not have military? Does Nigeria not have army? Why the Nigerian government would go and ask Donald Trump to bring military troops from the United States to Nigeria? Does Nigeria not have military or army or forces? The Nigerian authorities had already confirmed this news. So it wasn't like it is a rumor. It is not a rumor. It is a confirmed fact. The defense minister, Christopher Musa, confirmed that the teams that was deployed to Nigeria are working with the Nigerian government to provide security. But he didn't give any further details. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States troops are now in Nigeria. Most of them, they've been in Nigeria for a long time, but officially, they are now in Nigeria. Whether you like it or not, there is nothing no bagger can do to remove them from that country. And like I said, they claimed it is just a small number of troops. Soon, you will have a battalion. Soon, they will need a military base. Soon, una will hear Pepe. So Ghana, una allow America to the use in our airspace, they spy on Nigeria. But what is the score? What is the score? That is not a rumor, by the way. That is a confirmed fact. According to the report that was provided, Ghana allow United States to use their airspace to the spy on Nigeria. What is this? What is going on here? What is going on? But anyway, Nigerians, American troops had arrived as of yesterday officially to Nigeria to come and save you people. I heard many of you chanting, Americans are welcome. America is the Americans are the Messiah. They don't come. Mokuna ready. Mokuna ready.
So people are really apprehensive with what is happening, especially now that Trump or the American government are involved in the fight against Boko Haram and ISIS in Nigeria, right? A lot of people are scared because we all know what happened in Libya, Venezuela, all those places that Americans usually go to, send some help or, fight the terrorists and all of that, right? We know what happens at the end of the day. So now, I'm not totally against Trump doing what is being needed to curtail what the Nigerian government couldn't do. But the problem is a lot of Nigerians and a lot of people outside Nigeria are saying that Nigerians should be very careful because whenever America go, make peace in a particular country, we know what usually happens, right? It's either for one thing or the other, the oil or the benefits that comes with it, the mineral, resources, the uranium, and somewhere like they are trying to get access to Niger and other, countries close to, Nigeria. It's a kind of complicated situation, but my worst, fear is that this thing has been going for way too long and Nigerians, especially Christians, have lost their lives. You have no idea the number of Christians that had been massacred since the inception of this Boko Haram and ISIS is fight that needs to come to an end. And Nigerians are willing to trade even with the devil to have some semblance of peace in Nigeria. Nigerians are willing to. They don't even care whether Trump wants mineral resources, our oil or whatever. They just want the massacre to stop because, just like I said, the Nigerian government has been complacent for a very, very long time. It's about time these things are completely put to an end, and that's why you see a lot of Nigerians are rejoicing that Trump is actually coming to vindicate them from the hands of this corrupt politician. But meanwhile, we all know that America too is corrupt. Okay, so I don't know what you make of this, guys. Drop your thoughts in the comments as regards to these latest developments, and if you haven't subscribed, please hit on the subscribe button, hit on the like button, hype this video, hit on the notification bell in order not to miss any of my videos. See you in the next one. Have a blessed day.